jogs regularly if and only if both Albert and Bob jog regularly. Okay? Got two sets of parentheses there. Don't let that scare you. That's easy. No problem. Let's go down to the next one here. If Carol is a marathon runner, and Bob is not lazy, and Albert is healthy, then they all jog regularly. So, if Carol is a marathon runner, and Bob is not lazy, if Carol is a marathon runner, and Bob is not lazy, and what else do we have? And Albert is healthy, then they all jog regularly. Then A and B and C. Then all three of them jog regularly. Big old long sentence strung out there. Did you get that one? If Albert jogs regularly, if either Carol or Bob does, then Albert is healthy and Bob isn't lazy. If Albert jogs regularly, if either Carol or Bob does, if Albert jogs regularly, as a result of either Carol or Bob jogging regularly, if Albert jogs regularly, if either Carol or Bob does, then Albert is healthy and Bob isn't lazy. All that's true. Then Albert is healthy and Bob isn't lazy. Got that? That's a pretty difficult one, huh? Now we're getting into the thick of it. One more and we're done. Get this. Start going on it. If Albert is not healthy, then Bob and Albert do not both jog regularly. If Albert is not healthy, then Bob and Albert do not both jog regularly. Okay, so if it is the case that Albert is not healthy, then Bob and Albert do not both jog regularly. And it is not the case that both Albert and Bob jog regularly. Did you get that? Okay, going on to number 6. We're taking it easy on you because I skipped number 3 and number 4, and we skipped half of number 5, so you know, no complaints. Now we're supposed to construct idiomatic English sentences from the following sentences of sentential logic. So I'm going to write down the abbreviations and you translate them into English that your mother could understand. So the first one is, and now remember, you might want these to have handy now. Albert, Bob, and Carol jog regularly. Bob is lazy. Carol is a marathon runner. And Albert is healthy. Bob is lazy, Carol's a marathon runner, Albert is healthy. Okay, so first we have L or not L. What's that? Either. Bob is lazy or he's not. That's easy. How about this one? C and not B. Carol jogs regularly, and Bob does not jog regularly. Alright, how about this one? Bob doesn't jog regularly, and Carol doesn't jog regularly. Okay, how about this one? That just did too much. This is the longest one in the entire exercise, so hold on to your pants. It's A or parenthesis B or C, all in bracket, and conditional A and B and C. A or B or C. If A or B or C, then A and B and C. So, if this is true, then all three of them must obtain. So what does that mean? If either Albert or Bob or Carol jogs regularly,